Hello guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2 as the Kingdom of Castile. It's been a real whirlwind of a conquest for King Sancho the Ill ruler. I don't know what that means. I've conquered many lands, and I have a weak claim on the Kingdom of France. I never knew that. Interesting. Someone rebel. Someone rebel against France. I did not know that. I would go to war for France in a heartbeat. But I've been focusing on the southern territories and capturing enemy-held lands and focusing on converting them to the one true faith that is Christianity. So right now, instead of going against the Abbadids and the Amorvids, my counselors tell me that Genoa and Pisa are trying to gain footholds. They actually already have in the duchies here that are a de jure part of Aragon and Andalusia. Now, I usually don't mind you know, kings taking over, or kingdoms, I should say kings taking over de jure territory, but I would really like to own everything in Castile, and that is going to include taking out Navarra at some point. So, instead of letting them take these duchies without any type of resistance, I'm going to go right for Almanza and take as much of these territories as possible. And I have a feeling we have the levies to get it done. So I'm just going to get them started on the way down to La Mancha, get my retinue started. Prince Ansur of Castile, my own son, seeks to kill me. And he's a very good martial character. I actually was looking. I'll just ask him to end the plot. Son, your time will come, hopefully. Particularly because your brother, Sancho, who has, back in my lands, it seems. But let's see. No. He's not back in my lands. Let's see. He will not come to my court. And that means... so this has really been a poor decision. So you can see how one poor decision early on cascades into this kind of series of events that are set up for you. So basically, I married my son before I gave him land, which is a big no-no. You land them, betroth them, and then land them. That's how it works. When I married him off to the Duchess of Franconia, he went to another court. And I lost control of being able to educate his son, who is now going to be brought up by someone else, but he's not necessarily going to be Castilian, because he's over in Franconia. And he's going to get a German guardian. And eventually, unless I guess he's kicked out of the territory, he will be the person that I play as if the line continues through my first son. So that's unfortunate. So now I won't be able to marry my son. Will not be able to decide on the marriage here. He's probably going to marry a lowborn and ruin his... he's going to ruin his prestige, and I guess that's a little bit of challenge. But he's 28 years old. He should be much more mature. I will also consider at one point pressing the claim against our ducal claim against Genoa for Rossello. Is that it? Rossello. Particularly because this war has pretty much bankrupted them. So once this conflict is over, I can take the credit for taking Rossello. Rossello. Okay. So let's declare war on Almansa, the Umarid Emirate, and we will hope that no one else decides to get involved. I won't ask anybody's help. Look. Where's the sovereign here? Maybe Ansur should be placed in combat. Give him something to distract him instead of allowing him to plot against his father, who does nothing but increase the realm for him, for me and my family. See, Pisa is taking over this territory, defending against Pisa and Holy War for Valencia. So at least Genoa and Pisa will be at odds over that territory. And the holy warriors flock from across the land. It seems that, look, I don't understand this, because if Barcelona is, they've got money. They can defend themselves if they choose to, if they chose to. And it appears that the Almoravids have quite the army, 14,000, and are going to be repelling Pisa. So let's make sure that we get this conflict done with quite quickly. Well, there are holy orders at our command, so that's not something that I have to worry about too much. But it looks like the Almoravids are... We've been very fortunate to have imperial allies against the Almoravids. And we might be able to take these territories while the Almoravids are engaged against the Pisans. We'll see. So our victorious armies move in and take advantage of the chaos in the bordering territories. I wonder if my steward, who is 90 years old and is a eunuch... Oh, he's celibate. I thought he was a eunuch. 90 years old. Wow. I guess he's not going to get land. That's not the oldest character I've ever seen. Actually, I had a Byzantine king that lasted for a long time. Much longer than I expected. Let's invite a holy man to court. Since we're rolling in the piety. Berengel. Oh, you're ambitious. Sir, your ambition does not serve you well. But Merendo de Andujar, I can get along with you. I need someone to administer to the lands that I just captured. Alright. So let the chaos kind of play out here. Genoese still have 2,500 men. Is their war over? No, they're still attacking. Ah, the peasants have revolted in Badajoz. Oh! Did someone die? Well, it wasn't my main... Duchy of Provence is for Estefania. Will not be fighting against the HRE. Sancho the Third died of consumption. And Sancho the Second died after a period of illness. Okay, I'm just checking to see if I had missed that one of my my generals died. Danish Holy War for Karelia. Still going strong. They stand almost unopposed. Ah, the rebels have been put down. Roman, Ansur, put Rodrigo in there. And the Pisans cross the borders into Alamansa, but they gain no quarter. Huh. Yeah, that army is just rampaging. Prince Diego of Castile has founded the Mincia for Castile faction? Right. Actually... Okay, the Duke of Portugal wants a Prince Manrique for Castile. My brother, who has consumption. I think that may work itself out. Rodrigo, my new steward. You are quite talented. Oh, whoops. Ah, he's leading my troops. Roman, Diego, and Ansur. I will let my sons lead my retinue. That's not a great idea. Let's see. I need to put Rodrigo to work, collecting taxes. And my marshal, I know I have someone who's better than that. Roman. Alright, Roman, you can't lead these troops anymore. I'm not gonna lead. Alright, and I'm going to take a little bit more of a interest in technology. We have pretty good... Let's see how legalism is. Not very great here in Burgos. So that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on legalism. Particularly because it gives you a +1 domain size. I will go with cavalry melee weapons, since I am focusing so much on cavalry, and castle infrastructure. And see, everybody else has better castle infrastructure than I do. So working on castle infrastructure. Why? Because that's what I own, and you can build better money-making cities, improvements in those areas. And we have quite a bit of gold, so we're going to continue our building projects. Across the land. increase the size of our cities, encourage commerce, and hope that it goes right into my coffers. I'm wondering if I should attack Almeria or Murcia. Now, I could create the Duchy of Murcia, and it will allow me to war on Said of Murcia. Well, the Emir of Tlemcen. It would create an immunity to a Almoravid intervention. But I must think, as that's the way that I want to handle this? Is that the way that God wants it? Well, first of all, I need to see what happened to my son. Who did you marry? You married a Van Hohenstaufen? Ah, well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to muse on Mercia. I have a message of cause to arms from Vigric von Babenberg. Peace be with you. We request you honor your obligation and ask us to call arms against Duke Alberto III Azzo of Lombardy. I will accept. My emperor, well, not my emperor. I am independent. But I will accept in a defensive war. I'll send my armies to help my friend, the emperor. For he's done so much to help me increase my lands. Serene Doge has accepted Grand Mayor Federico I of Barcelona's peace offer. Unfortunately, it looks like the Genoese have had an infusion of cash. So my attack, unfortunately, would not pan out at the moment. How do I have 2,000 unraised? Ah! Because of the, because of Barcelona. Call the fleets. Actually, I don't really need... I really don't need to call the fleets. We can just walk over. Gather our armies. We'll show the people of Lombardy that it is not right to fight against your liege. And good Christian rulers. What? Edouard is incapable? I wonder how that happened. I wonder how that happened. The King of Brittany. I think we'll go for the Emirate of Murcia next. It is not a cowardly thing to do. I would travel through ducal territory that is de jure Barcelona. Pass by. As we pass by, we see the Genoese making money that should be a part of our republic's income. A large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates of your stronghold. Their leader, a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with you in a strange accent to grant them shelter. We've seen this before. Very well, let them in. He's going to tell us about this mythical realm of Hindustan. And I will accept. A diplomat named Zula appears. Let's see, Zula. 22. Eunuch. He's got okay stats. He's from Ethiopia, but he is Catholic. What an oddity he is. Looks like we're going to be able to make short work out of some of these territories. Plunder. And that is the name of the game. I can't wait for the when the Vikings expansion comes out. You can capture the the leaders of the holdings during sieges. And there's another system that they haven't really talked about, because I don't think they've talked about it. A young talented artist from Burgos proposes to paint an iconic portrait of King Sancho the Holy. Oh. I think that that is a great idea. In fact, I wish I had come up with the idea. There is a feature for pagans where you can actually have concubines, where you can crusade for Jerusalem. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Well, one more. We will offer to join the crusade. Capture a few territories as we leave. I must bring my troops home so I can re-raise them. I will definitely fight in the Holy Land. It is what I do. I was born for it. Unfortunately, invite to court. Opinion of Duke Sancho. Oh, he loves his son. I would love him to get the Crusader trait, but does not seem to be that was going to happen. Prince William of England died. My nephew. His mother will probably stay there. Princess Arguello of Castille. She will not come. Earl Ferrand. She loves her son too much. Does that mean I no longer have an alliance? Nope, I do. A plot where Count Aznar of Asturias de Santillana seeks to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Castile. My vassal. Ah, he is stressed. Most likely because he does not want me to find out about his plot. Chancellor of Franconia, Count Conrad of Bamberg, survived and his way to through my domain, trying to get enough people to recognize a claim on my title that he has fabricated for his liege, Duke Sancho I of Franconia. What? A claim on what? I will see. Sancho Sanchez Jimena has decided to go ahead and use a claim on my title, despite having nothing more than laughable. Title of what? On the county of Toledo. Oh, my grandson. That is laughable. But I must say that I admire his ingenuity. All right. We will raise all levies of the realm. And we will meet in Barcelona. And now we will raise all of the fleets possible. Everyone converge at Barcelona. And we will look at the condition of the Holy Land, the Crusade, which looks to be going very well. 16%. But I'm thinking the tides will turn. As you watch some birds darting nimbly through the air, you find yourself wondering why it is that man cannot do the same. There have been unsuccessful attempts to make flying contraptions in the past, but clearly those designs were all conceived by fools. Building a machine that can fly will help improve your learning. I'm sure it can be done. In between capturing territories. Looks like we're going to be late. Who's on the front? King of England. In your quest to build a flying machine, you spend countless hours with dusty old tomes and parchments in an effort to learn about all the failed attempts to fly, lest you repeat their mistakes. You are finally at a point where you feel you have learned enough to begin construction of a prototype. I will rule the skies. Oh, King of England is about to get a lot more war score. Oh, come on, men. We must away across the sea. The prototype of your flying machine is nearing completion, but it would probably be ill-advised to pilot the thing yourself on its maiden flight. Unfortunately, you know of several promising unfortunately for them. Fortunately, you know of several promising candidates who would probably be persuaded to take this historic leap of faith on your behalf. Otis, the cook's overweight son, Meldrick, local dung gatherer and dog's body, and the dog belonging to the blacksmith's daughter. I'm going to choose the dog. And with that, this episode has come to an end. We have to wait until the next episode when we can get our troops across into the Holy Land. Although it looks like it's already been decided. The King of England has 89%. What a realm they will have. But I will not count us Castilians out as yet. Alright guys, if you like this episode, like and subscribe if you please. And I will be back very soon with another episode.